Hello my friends, welcome back to the Medicine Hat Public Library craft. So this week we had a story time that was about feelings, and so I thought it would be really cool if we could do a craft that would showcase feelings. Sometimes it's not easy to express your feelings, and so I came up with this, saw this online and adapted it a little bit. And so it's a square cut out there, and then inside it's almost like a mood changer, right? So little ones sometimes have trouble expressing, but they can sure show a picture. So we've got the happy face, we've got excited or something like that. We've got, I don't know, I'm a little confused maybe. I'm not impressed. We've got goofy, and oh, there's the angry one. That one, my little guy used to know that one really well. Okay, and back to happy. So this is very easy to do. Obviously, if your children are old enough to draw their own faces, they could do that. But it's a great time to talk about feelings and how you can express your feelings and get them out and still be a happy person at the end. So what do you need for this craft? Well, you're going to need some of these cups. I found these white ones because I thought it'd be a lot easier for you to be able to decorate them if you wanted to, or color them. So this only needed cups. You need an X-Acto knife, which of course, you know, parents, you're going to be wielding that and making that first the cut. A pencil to draw the squares in. Some markers. I just went looking through my drawer, found these different colored markers, and I didn't use a lot. Do you see? I mean, I just drew most of it on in black, and then I drew a little skirt and some hair. Now, the story that I read for the feelings was Maya was grumpy, and what I really thought was cute was that when Maya was grumpy, as I reread the story, her hair was really huge all over the place, showing how extreme her grouchiness was. And so as she got closer towards the end of the story and Grandma, you know, tried to get her to feel a little bit better about herself, her hair at the end was pretty natural and a correct size for her head. I thought it was really cute. So you could do a lot of things. You could use some, you know, fake pom-pom things, or make some hair for the top, and just use your creativity and make it your own. Now, the cups that I got, I wanted white because I did want to do a little bit more decorating. So I found these at the co-op in their area where you buy the paper plates and things. I mean, obviously you can get the red solo cups, but these cups are red. And so there's not a whole lot of decorating or coloring you can do with it. So you could decide whether that's something you want to do. All right. So the first thing that I did is I tried out some different colored markers on here to see which ones I liked the best for color. Some don't show up so nice, like the purple really wasn't that great, but it was so cute. Okay, so that's what I did. So the first thing I did was I marked a square and then cut this out, and then we're going to mark the rest of the squares, the windows, for the facial expressions. Okay, now another cool thing you could do is, rather than doing a square, you could do a triangle. You could do a rectangle. I mean, just be aware that you might not have as many windows, right? So I'm going to do the square. Mine on this cup was about 1.25 inches by 1.25 inches. I didn't measure it. I just drew one and then went with that. So let's get started and let's have some fun with this, okay? So there, I drew. It's very light. It's just a square. It's not perfect. So I'm going to cut that out, and then we're going to make the rest of the squares, okay? One thing I noticed, and I'll caution you, when you use plastic cups, if you use the X-Acto knife and you press down too hard, you can actually crack it open even more. So I also pulled out a little pair of tiny scissors, and I'm going to try that and see if that's a little bit better, because this one did crack on me a little bit. So I'm just going to be really careful, and I just started it. And then I'm just going to go in and see if this might be better. Okay, so I'm going to amend my first recommendation. Use the X-Acto knife if you like, but please, you know, remember when you're pushing through, you might crack it. So I started with the X-Acto knife and used a pair of tiny little scissors, because then I was actually able to round out the edges, which I didn't do with this one, but that's okay. So I'm going to put the other cup now inside that. And I'm going to draw along. You could use a marker. I used a pencil and it was very light. So use a pencil first to see how many you get, because you might need to adjust it. Okay, so I'm going to use the pencil first. There we go. So on the very last one, I kind of knew because I could see through it. So what I've got, and you might not be able to see this, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can put 5. I think I got 6 on this one, but I must have made this window a little bit bigger, and that's okay. So we're gonna draw the faces on all of these, and looking at these. So of course I've got the happy face. You can take a look on the internet. There's so many examples of what you could use, and talk to your little ones, whoever you're making the cup for, whoever's making the cup. Talk about your feelings. Maybe they want to show happy, and I've got excited, I've got I don't know, a little confused, whatever, a little bit of could this be sleepy? I don't know, could be sleepy, goofy, and there's the angry one, right? So use whichever ones you like. You could let your little ones help you draw it on. You could maybe put it on in pencil and let them, color over it with the marker. Or it might be something that you might have to do in order to reflect their feelings too, right? So I'm going to get busy and do all of these, and then we'll get back together, okay? And I'm using black. You can use whatever you like though. Black stands out the best. There you have it. Okay, so I have all the different ones that I wanted. This one here I had 1, 2, 3, yeah, I did have 6. So this one I've only got 5. And so pick the ones that I want. So now that I have those on, if you wanted to, and I did do that with this one. See, I went over them, I outlined them, the squares in black. You don't have to, this looks pretty cool without. But it's kind of nice to have a clear window that you're following. So I'm actually going to do mine in green this time, okay? There we go. I've outlined them all in green. And like I said, you don't have to, but. So, we're pretty much done, except we want to make it a little bit more personal. And I really did like the Maya was grumpy, so I think I'm going to use this orange. It's a really bright orange, and I'm going to make some really wild hair. And maybe your kids would like to make it a little more personal too. Maybe they've got brown wavy hair, or they got blonde hair in a ponytail, so they can make it reflect their own personality. Okay, so I'm going to draw this up a little bit with some orange, and then maybe I'll put some arms on it, and we'll see. Okay. Okay, there's my Maya cut type hair, so that's kind of cool. And now I'm just gonna put a little bit of maybe legs, like I did with this one. There it is. I put hair and I put some arms and legs and a little skirt, but you can put pants on. Like I said, you can use pom-poms or decorate the top of it if you like, and maybe make it more bushy. Okay, I'm just gonna finish it up with a few other things, and then we'll chat. Okay, voila, there it is. There she is, look at her hair. So now she's happy. And she's, I don't know what she is. Just a little happy. I would say she's still happy there. A little goofy. Not too sure. Happy. No, this is the mad one. See, yeah, straight on mad. Awesome. All right. Very, very simple to make and a lot of fun. If you have a bigger family, they could each have one of these. And if they're little and it's hard for them to express themselves, they can use this. So if you make one of these crafts, please let us know. Tag us on Instagram, Facebook. Take a look at our YouTube channel at MHPublicLibrary, and check out our other videos that we might have there available for you. And as always, be safe, be kind, and hope to see you back here again. Bye for now.